Released in November 2007, WWE SmackDown Vs Raw 2008 is a wrestling game developed by Utes and released by THQ for pretty much every console at the time. Whether it was an Xbox 360 or Nintendo DS, you could play it. Well, some versions were obviously better than other versions, but we'll talk about that later. Or maybe the whole game is trash, as some people don't really like this game, but some people do like this game. But I don't care, as my opinion is more important. So join me as we'll be having a quick look at WWE SmackDown Vs Raw 2008 for the Xbox 360. Let's get into it. Now, one thing I like to do in these videos is talk about the development a little bit. But to be honest, I couldn't really find anything about the development because, well, you know, these games are, they're copy and paste style. However, the game was announced in April 2007 under the name of WWE SmackDown Vs Raw ECW Invasion, but then it was renamed to what we now know as WWE SmackDown Vs Raw 2008, featuring ECW. This was the first WWE game released on the PS3, DS and Wii, and it was also released on the Xbox 360 and PS2, with the debut being SvR 2007 on 360. Another thing that should be mentioned is that the story mode, or 24/7 mode, is a bit strange because, well, we all know what happened in July 2007, and that person was, well, removed. But I'm going to be covering the 24/7 mode, so yeah, let's put the game disc in, and let's have a look at this fucking shit show. Now, to start off, I decided that I wanted to be on the ECW roster so I could work up to the top in quotations. So I start up 24/7 mode and I see this. So my character is back on Raw, but you wouldn't even know that because, well, I haven't made a video on SvR 2007 yet, and also my footage from that time period was, well, it was unusable, so I moved on to SvR 2008, and also I need to re-record it, and that's what. Listen, let's get back on track. So it turns out that you can't be an ECW wrestler in 24/7 mode. I doubt, by 2007, no one really cared about ECW. It was going to die in the next few years anyway. So yeah, I guess you could say that I'm working from the bottom, as I'm on Sunday Night Heat now, and I'm facing JTG. And one thing I forgot to mention is that when you start 24/7 mode with a creator wrestler at least, you don't get any pyro. I'm pretty sure you have to go to a certain status to earn pyro. But in the other games, like with Road to WrestleMania, you do get pyro, even at the very start. Now, to be honest, despite playing this first on PS3, I wasn't really that good in these first matches. I did most of these matches, but I was dog shit in these first matches. Hell, I even lost a submission. That would not be a theme, although it took me a while. I would then say that it took me a while for me to understand how to do them. No, I still don't know how to fucking do a submission or how to get out of it. After losing the match, Coach then sent me a message saying he was not impressed. So let's see if I can impress him in my next one. One thing I did on my PS3 and at the start of this playthrough was doing the training exercises. Here's how I did on my first one. I then got another message from Coach saying that my next opponent was Kenny Dykstra and then had to win in under 3 minutes. And if 3 minutes passed, I would get timed out. But I was so determined to win this match that I fought him for over 50 fucking minutes. And then I gave up because the match ended. As either the match ended or I fucking quit. I can't even remember, to be honest. Posted the EMP, you can do that for me. I don't forget even hit my finisher. I drew because, I just mentioned it right there. I drew because of the timer, but it's fine as I'm about to go on Monday Night Raw. Coach texted me saying that I'm staying on Raw, but I have one more match on Heat, and after a few more training exercises, including one against Johnny Nitro, remember that name for later, it's revealed that my final opponent on Sunday Night Heat is Chef Gaspard. Rest in peace. It seems that it was a timed match as I drew by timeout. After the match, there's a cutscene of me and Mr. McMahon in an empty WrestleMania 23 arena. He says some bullshit, something about fucking ECW, I don't know, but a generic song plays in the background.
You're gonna need it!
It should have been Ladies and Gentlemen by Saliva. I really like that song. And that was the theme song to WrestleMania, I'm not making up. We all know it. After that, I'm now an official member of the Raw roster, again. And it seems that I'm already a #1 contender somehow. I haven't even had my first match on the fucking main roster. And then I decided to do a website interview. Well, somebody told me, and I'm not talking about the killers, that it was the most read thing on WWE.com that night. Well, it was so popular that I had an interview on TV. I made a joke in the script where I was like, with a female, but you know, and then it was going to say insert shitty overused joke by having. I don't know. After answering her question, I am then rewarded with a loading screen of someone who may become important later.
I don't know. What do you think? This guy is good. Yeah, almost as good as me. Hey!
Ew! What's wrong with you?
Get away from her! Talk about taking liberties. What the hell? Oh my gosh! He just speared both of them!
I can't even fucking write down how to explain it. Shawn Michaels then texts me saying some bullshit, and then Coach tells me that I'm earning £6,000 a week. Imagine all the stuff from CX that I could get with that. My first match on Monday Night Raw was against Randy Orton, but I'm lucky that it's not SvR 2011. Foreshadowing, although I don't think that video is going to come out soon. They might change the, you know, we're not going to talk about future plans right now. Let's get back into it. I'm going to see that cutscene a lot. After a lot of this and a near fall, I hit him with a twist of fate and I won. There were no restarts, mind you, because I restarted the match a lot. God, I didn't even realise how many times I restarted these matches. Because, spoiler alert, I finished typing the script for Most Wanted 05, and let's just say I restarted a lot in that game. I then get attacked by Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy, but Shawn Michaels saves me while his fucking Titantron is on the screen for some reason. I am then informed that Coates does not approve of Randy and that we'll be having another disqualification match next week on Monday Night Raw. I then express my gratitude for HBK for his actions, and Randy Orton says that I'm giving my lunch money to HBK, but he doesn't know that I get for free. That's why it's good to be disabled and have autism. Yeah! After a great first match, I then decide that I'm going to help in some ads for the very unknown WWE for an extra £3,000. Shawn then asks if I want to face Jeff Hardy instead of Randy Orton, but I declined. And my PS3 playthrough I did trade, and I'm pretty sure I got shit for it. Well, it's Monday Night Raw now, and you would expect Randy Orton vs Y2KJ to be in the main event. But it's not. It's fucking it's Triple H versus it's Triple H versus Carlito that good of a match? We'll be seeing more of Carlito later. Another cutscene that I'm gonna see a lot. Somehow he hits me in the eyes while I've got fucking goggles on. I knock him outside of the ring and Bo just stands there. Almost got a pinfall when I rolled him up. Then I lose my chance to hit my finisher. I get hit with a low blow and Mr. Orton could hit the RKO, but I'm like, fuck that, and I restart. I then get into a submission, but thank God for the rope break. Many failed chances later, and I finally hit a twist of fate. Then, rope break. I then get pinned, and 1, 2, 3, I lost. I must say that in later games I rarely lost, but I forgot that I did lose a lot in SvR 2008. Although I mentioned that earlier in the script, but I'm just reading the script as exactly what it says while adding some new stuff like now. Jeff Hardy then calls me a frightened puppy because I didn't face him. He then says that I'm trying to duck him. Well, what the fuck that means? I mean, it's not Tuesday, you know what I mean?
Come Tuesday?
Randy gets confused and says, well done for actually going through with the match next week, even though I did the previous. I don't fucking know what's going on. It's me against Jeff Hardy. Let's see if I can hit him with the twist of fate. I hit a number of submissions and you could tell that I wasn't doing it right. No twist of fates were hitting this match as Mr. Hardy rolled me up and I couldn't kick out. I say that I didn't kick out, but no, I couldn't fucking kick out, man. This game screws me up. It's now a tag team match with me and Shawn Michaels versus Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton. I'm pretty sure they were the greatest friends in late 2007 and early 2008. The match started blah blah blah, then it happened. I hit a twist of fate on Jeff fucking Hardy, come on. Yep, it felt great. Then he kicked out, so I tagged in Shawn Michaels on the near fall. More fighting, tags and shit, and then HBK gets pinned and it was so fucking late that we lost the match. Because, you know, I wanted to interfere. Randy and Jeff despawn and then this cutscene happens. It's just a phrase, they despawn. God. It's now Backlash, and it's Y2KJ vs Shawn Michaels, #1 contendership match, and it's not even in the fucking main event. This is, I'm pretty sure I'm noticing a certain person who's in all of these main events. The theme to Backlash is the Raw theme. No problem with that, I really like the song To Be Loved by Papa Roach. The intro shows stuff that totally happened as well. Obvious sarcasm. My recording lags and then I lose. But then my Xbox has decided that it's time to fucking crash, so the match has to restart. My one twist of fate later, and your new #1 contender is here. But with all the fucking pyro and celebrations and shit, you would think that there was a new champion or something. I then attack HBK and I have now won Randy Orton's respect. For now at least. But you can take that whole storyline, the #1 contendership, and you can shove it right up your fucking rectum as it never gets revisited, as the next storyline is being in the lead role of a WWE Films movie. That is the greatest achievement of all time. Like, come on, at least let me have a match for the fucking title or something, like, come on. But I could get more screen time on Raw. Like, that fucking matters. I've been having a match like every week, for fuck's sake. Yeah, this happens, and this happens all the time, hanging out with the ladies and such. We're laughing at Carlito reading, and then he wants me to read this script. Not the YouTube script. I then read the script and then I get hit with a light thing. I tell him to bring it on. On my PS3 playthrough, I remember saying, but you're not worth it, because I was legit in a fucking feud with Jeff Hardy, HBK and Randy Orton. Like, come on, those were the top stars of the company at the time, especially because John Cena was out. I think I lost the Backlash match on PS3 though. So I faced Carlito on Raw, and surprise surprise, I won with a twist of nope, I lost to a submission. And the cutscene is now me celebrating. It's now ECW and come Tuesday, so I decide to invade. So I decided to invade ECW. In the menu, I did go on a match on PS3, but I remember that I wasn't acknowledged like Roman Reigns. Like, I mean, other than the commentators who would just stand up when I got close to them, literally nothing happened. So I thought I should not even bother with my time on the 360 playthrough. But I did another website interview. I then meet my fucking arch nemesis in the Y2KJ/EMP cinematic universe. Johnny Morrison's Nitro, then Carlito spawns in. Yeah, these two are best friends, but not really at the same time. Keep watching and you'll see. Carlito attacks me and then I attack him and then he's gone. A few rage quits later, well, restarts. I don't say rage quit when I, cause yeah, I'm quitting out of rage, but it's a restart. And then I lose the submission. It's like the game fucking knows that is my weakness. But it doesn't matter as my post-match animation is me celebrating. On Raw it's a triple threat match, but it's actually a handicap match. I hit Nitro, no. Morrison's with a twist of fate kick out, and then right after he pins me and I fucking lose. And there's also now rumours going around that there's an I can't even say the fucking thing, you can just read the script for fuck's sake. A certified great one. And I mentioned here in my script that I started listening to music in my headphones when I was typing. I've changed my process now because I listen to like soundtracks from SvR 2007, 08 and Most Wanted 05 on my TV. Then I type the script, but I couldn't really hear anything when I was doing this, so I don't think I missed on any important information, other than the dog shit fucking cutscenes. But it's now the next episode on Monday Night Raw, and it's me against Mr. Nitro again. What the fuck's that? New recording session, by the way. I come out for my entrance, but I get attacked by Mr. Apple. Somehow I'm transported to the ring and Morrison's is now laughing at me. For some reason, I kept getting messages from the medical staff telling me to take a break, even though I'll do nothing until the next Raw. More reminders about my People's Champion later, and it's the next Raw again. There's a limo outside the arena, and look who pops out. Well, he certainly isn't The Rock, but he is my tag team partner. So you're telling me that Roddy fucking Piper is on Raw and the main event is John Cena versus Carlito? Why is this motherfucker on every main event? Oh yeah, my opponents are my good friends from Heat, Prime Time. This cutscene makes no fucking sense. Why am I not shaking my tag team partner's hand? Oh yeah, I forgot that JTG and Shad have separate entrances for some reason. Well, he misses me, and it seems like he's fucking confused. But we should play a game. How does this match end? A is with a twist of fate. B, I get pinned. C, count out. Or D, Piper gets tagged and gets the win. Which one do you think the answer is? The answer is a fucking submission to me. How do I fucking... Mr. Apple isn't impressed with the appearance of the rod. Speaking of the rod...
Oh, Piper came in the mail! An exclusive! It arrived! It arrived!
He told me that there were two jokers saying something on the old WWE.com. Here's a new but repetitive cutscene that I'm gonna see a lot. Another Raw, another match with Nitro. I got so fucking tired about facing him that I just straight up quit the fucking match with no restarts. It seems like the Rod isn't happy with that. Next Raw, first blood match with Mr. Apple. The Rod wants to help, so I let him, but he doesn't even show up to the fucking show. But it doesn't matter, I twist the fate later and this and I've won. Morrison's then tells me that he hates my ass, but I don't give a fuck because I hate his as well.
But I hate your ass.
It's so mean. It's so
Next of all, on the main event is Y2KJ and the VOD vs Morrisons and Mr. Apple. To start off, Carlito and I fight, then he tags in WCW Nitro and that motherfucker gets knocked out quick. But then I tag in the VOD and he just stands there. More fuckery later when I pin a bloodied Carlito to win the match. No twist of fate on him I think. Host of the EMP, you can do the work for me. Despite winning, the VOD betrays me and nails me in the head with a steel chair, 3 CTE, and everyone else of course. It's now the Vengeance pay-per-view and there's a reason why this recording is 4 hours long, as it's a fatal 4-way ladder match. Now I started this recording on one of the Nitro matches and we're only an hour in. The pay-per-view starts with the Raw theme and random messages like the last time. The main gist of the match is that I just stand around, hit people with the ladders, hit the twist of fate and fuck up getting the lateral briefcase. After nearly 2 fucking hours in this match, trying and failing to get this briefcase, it finally happens. Yes, I actually grabbed it. I was so happy that I nearly broke my fucking controller. The post-match cutscene is me and the VOD, so it seems like Morrisons and Mr. Apple despawned. After my big win and my way to become the star of the biggest film company in the world, WWE Films' next movie, Colson tells me that I'm not a #1 fucking contender anymore. So you're telling me, after all of this bullshit, after all of that, after all the fucking pyro, I'm not #1 contender anymore. Spoiler alert, but it seems that the SvR games don't want me to become the WWE or World Heavyweight Champion. We'll see that in my next video. But who's next? Stephanie McMahon, the mastermind of the film, tells me congratulations, but she then turns into an enemy of mine until WWE SmackDown Vs Raw 2011. Anyway, I get a message from Tommy Dreamer saying that I've been talking shit about ECW or some shit. Despite me literally wanting to be on the ECW brand, like no one wants to be on the ECW brand in late 2007. So on Raw, the literal first match is me versus Sabu, no DQ, and the main event is a late 2007 feud of the best friends Randy and Jeff. Remember that from the start? Fucking hell, that felt like a long time ago, didn't it? Seems like I'm friends with everyone now. And what's with the SmackDown guys? Anyway, Sabu gets clotted and I learn a new move like a fucking Pokemon. From the ladder match it seems. I actually get out of the submission this time, one twist of fate later, and I've beaten one of ECW's best stars. Does that sound right? And now I'm the one who can't stand. Coach sends me an x-ray image of my suddenly broken foot. More shit talking later and I receive a message from CM Punk. And he says, ain't fucking right. I'm now facing my good friend Philip Centimeter Brooks. No DQ again. I caught him with a table a few times. And oh yeah, this is a tables match, so no pinning here. Now I tried to get him on the table but I couldn't. So I ended up going for the fucking table instead. I could have restarted the match. But mind you, this is the same play session as the 2-hour ladder match. So I was just fucking tired. It seems like this entire ECW thing is finished and we're now on the road to SummerSlam. And the road to my declining interest in this fucking game, you'll see later. Mr. Dreamer says that this won't be the last of ECW. I see. And I fucking remember that. And you should remember that as well. Now my next feud is against someone named Chris. Not Jericho, because I read the script for the allegations. Not Benoit, but Masters. And we're in my hometown of Blackpool, as Birmingham is not an option when you can choose your hometown or whatever. I'd rather associate with BG Media, fine thank you. I then made my entrance and I'm attacked by CM Punk and Sabu. The match is the same story with it. The match is just the same story. What the fuck, this doesn't make sense. The match is the same story, it ends with a fucking submission with CM Punk watching. More messages and shit, and CM Punk says that Raw isn't in the ECW's league. But look what's on air now. Next match is me and Masters against CM Punk and Sabu in a tornado tag match. So pretty much no tagging is going on. I twist of fate to CM Punk and Sabu later for the win, and after that a random cutscene that I'm not even in. And I'm facing Ric Flair. I'm good friends with everyone now. I twist of fate to this poor bloodied old man and he kicks out. More fighting and shit and 1, 2, 3. Fuck off! More fighting and shit and 1, 2, 3 win. And after the match, Paul Rick gets attacked by Masters and Kenny. Teddy Long says that I should come to SmackDown. Just remember that. And it seems that the Divas are interested in me. Next morning I'm facing Masters again. And I'm no longer friends with everyone. It does seem that I'm getting better in these later matches. How they even got out of a submission really fucking quick. So I definitely figured it out by now. No I didn't. I even thrown a fucking taunt. I don't know why I misspelled it on the Word document for some reason. My reversals are getting better. But in every WWE game you get fucked by the reversals. It doesn't even recognise it. To be honest, I wasn't even paying attention to the other matches too tough, but it was quite obvious. Anyway, do I get a win? A twist of fate later on, too close to the ropes. He puts me in a submission and I nearly tap out. More of this, one pinfall from me. 1, 2, nope, his head seems injured though. He drops me from the top rope and I pin him. He fucks a drop from the top rope and I pin him. 1, 2, 3, and the cutscene actually makes sense. Fucking hell, here we go. This is the decline of the game. After the match, Candice, Mad Monster's bitch, wants to celebrate and have a drink, if you know what I mean. Obviously I accept the offer, because it's probably Tuesday now, and we all know what day Tuesday is.
Come Tuesday?
Well, if Monsters wants to fuck me, then I'll fuck his body. Monsters tells me that if I was falling around with her, then I'll regret the decision. That literally becomes true. Melina calls me a jerk and asks me what kind of game I'm playing. When I'm playing WWE SmackDown Vs Raw 2008 featuring ECW for the Xbox 360, fine thank you. Next Raw, and I'm facing, for fuck's sake, Kenny Dykstra in a match that doesn't have a time limit luckily. At the start of the match, I start fighting John Cena. Get it because I'm hitting air. Very comedic, you should both fight now. Anyway, same story, a failed twist of fate but I still get the win. Then Monster spawns in, and I leave this bitch has bloody, but now I'm the injured one. And I'm now being accused of fucking sexual harassment. This was a different time, you probably won't see this in 2024. I tried to get her on the phone, but no, she hit me up. And Stephanie says that Masters was defending Candice. No, he fucked me like how about we just keep it calm and calm. What I was meant to say was that Stephanie's now going to be an enemy of mine. Anyway, I hope that you're not mad. Now I'm just jumping for fucking joy, and you hope that I don't get hurt. Shake my motherfucking head. My match is the first match on Raw, and it's a still cage match. Well, the main event is John Cena versus Mr. Apple again. Christ almighty. Oh no, everything Mario Pro, you don't want to enter their son. Wait a second, you better leave. We all know how these matches go, but one ever cost me the fucking match. A twist of fate and I start climbing right to the top. I sat there for a second, and then Masters knocked me down. And as I found out in SvR 2009 in the match against CM Punk, I was supposed to press A to jump off, but I didn't know. Hell, I'm pretty sure I was fucking guessed there, because it doesn't tell you. And I don't really like looking at the manual. He clouted me, and by the time I got up, he was fucking off. Well, this is the start of the end of the story. Stephanie McMahon offers me a deal. I beat Moses and Kenny in a handicap match on Raw. If I win, Batchy chooses my SummerSlam opponent. I'll face him in a ladder match for my contract. If I lose, I leave Raw. Teddy Long then hits me up about joining SmackDown. It seems that Thomas Dreamer from Extremely Crappy Wrestling is now my friend and wants to help, so of course I let him. So it's a tag team match. Masters and Kenny versus Y2KJ and the Sandman. I clock the ref, and I finally learn how to drag opponents, and me and Sandman win. And it turns out that my SummerSlam opponent is Big Dick Dave Bautista. Fucking Candice tells me that this isn't what she wanted. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm fucked like how we shouldn't say that. And now here we are, the biggest part of the summer, WWE SummerSlam. Here it is. The fate of my career is going to be decided tonight, and hopefully I can escape the fate. Big up boom. Great band, 10 out of 10. Like all pay-per-views, Raw theme and random moments that never happen. Just a reminder that I'm listening to music while typing this, but if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure they were talking about the money in the bank in this match for some reason. Posted the EMP, if you wanna search for that, then do me a favour. Fucking hell. For some reason, we just stand there for a few seconds. Anyway, I get lots of offense in, but nothing matters as Batista gets the briefcase. And now I could have restarted the match, but I didn't feel like it, as I kind of wanted to go to SmackDown. You know, you got Teddy Long, Edge, Rey Mysterio, Kane, Undertaker, so many people I could face in the blue brand. And the fact is that I wanted to be on Monday Night Raw on SmackDown vs Raw 2009's career mode. If only I fucking knew. I don't check my messages and then I made the worst decision ever. I saved the game, and in the messages, oh for fuck's sake, I'm pretty sure the CTE has got to him. I literally can't go back. I fucked myself like okay, I will stop this, but come on, I lost every piece of interest that I had in this game, but you never know, Thomas could have showed up again on Raw, but I beat CM Punk and then my fucking game crashed.
In uninterrupted sex!
Yeah, welcome to SmackDown. It doesn't matter about my save, as I'm still on fucking SmackDown. You know, because if I didn't save the game and then the crash happened, then I could have, you know, beat Batista and stayed on Raw if I knew it was going to be that shit. Because one thing I didn't mention in the script is that the commentary, something about the commentary is just terrible. You know, that nothing against JBL Michael Cole, I'm pretty sure you know, I've watched a few matches on my DVDs from the time period, and I reckon they sound great, but they just sound like they want to kill themselves in the commentary. They just sound fucking dead inside like me.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off the crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
But it doesn't matter. So I started the game, and I was like, fuck it, let's just simulate the match. The simulation makes me fucking lose. I lose so much interest in my next match, but I just did what I did in WrestleMania X8 for the GameCube when I was younger. I just walked up to the stage, while my tag team partner for this match, that I can't even be asked to mention, Rey Mysterio, got pinned, and then the game crashed again. Anyway, more stuff happens that I can't be asked to mention, but I got this message from Bobby Lashley. And then I quit the game. And then I moved on to SmackDown Vs Raw 2009 for literally like 5 minutes, to be honest. But we'll talk about more in that video. The thing is, that game has no creative wrestler story mode, so that would be bundled with the SmackDown Vs Raw 2010 Road to WrestleMania video, which will be my next one. And if you know that Road to WrestleMania, it's, you know, my videos have been well poorly timed. The whole Chris Jericho situation and me naming myself the Y2KJ, and the Road to WrestleMania in SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. It's all about Vince McMahon and fucking hell. Anyway, before I end this video, actually I don't think I have enough time actually. I was going to compare SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 on DS and PSP. You know, fuck it. I'm going to record my thoughts right now and then future EMP can just record it on camera. So, yeah, the PSP version is just the best. It's literally the PS2, but well, it's just the console version of the game. Just pull it down. On the DS, how do you feel about touchscreen controls? You know, the later WWE games, I'm pretty sure changed it to you could use actual fucking buttons in a game console. But god, touchscreen controls. Mind you, this is a game rated PEGI 16. Fucking hell. That means that I wouldn't even be able to play the game. Fucking hell. I mean, no, I turned 16 this year. That's the end of this video. Now my thoughts on this game, I'm gonna fucking do this off the top of my head. I actually enjoyed it. The thing is, I know people say about 24/7 mode, you know, it's a bit of a fuckery, season mode was better, but this is actually the first game that I recorded for this series other than Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. But I mean, it's the first WWE game I recorded for the series, and I also have experience with 24/7 mode, SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 on PS3. So yeah, so I kind of got used to that. I mean, Road to WrestleMania isn't that bad. The controls, I'm pretty sure that's one reason why people don't like it. I thought it was fine. As I said, I got used to it as I was playing. That's why I'm not sure if I can get an SvR 2007 video out, because pretty much the rest of these games have similar control schemes, to be honest. Now the soundtrack is probably one of my favourite soundtracks of all time. I like every song about it, and it kind of brings me a little bit of nostalgia from that time period, because I recorded all my footage back in August of 2023, and yeah, it doesn't seem that long away, but it doesn't seem that long ago, but it's now February of 2024, and it does seem like a long time away, but hopefully I can get an SvR 2010 video out soon. I got to record that at some point. And then I'm not sure what's after that, other than my most wanted video. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have my most wanted video and then a special video after that, or if I'm gonna have a video in between that, because I'm not sure what I'm doing with SvR 2011. It might be my last video in season 1. But, yeah, I've got a massive video essay on most wanted. It's gonna be like over an hour long. I mean, this recording is reaching 40 minutes. I don't think this video is going to be 40 minutes long. But yeah, that's the end. I've waffled for a long time, because I normally do this in my fucking unscripted outros. That's the end of the video, and yeah, if you want more content on WWE and Need for Speed, I don't like saying this, but maybe subscribe, more videos to come soon, and yeah, fuck off.